Hello, my name is Ben with Counterpoint, and this is
His.
all right. So, welcome to Pop Montreal. I know it's not your first time, so I guess now that you're coming back, can you run through the motions, like how you feeling? What's different this year? What's more exciting this year?
Well, we just got in a bit ago, but there's lots of people on the street, which is cool. The weather's good. We played Pop in 2022. It was the first show we ever did. And we took my mom's car, and it got stolen right before we played. So I think this year, better
No car
vibes.
stolen?
Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, not yet.
That's much better.
Yeah, sorry,
So,
Mom.
so now I guess going back into the music specifically. So you just released a record. Off the top of my head, I don't have it, but or you're about to release a record called 25. And so in that you have. I listened to a couple of new songs and there's Hardcore Band, and that one's kind of a different vibe. That one is more like I don't know how to explain it, more like Midwestern emo kind of vibe to an extent.
Yeah.
So what was kind of the reason for a switch of energy and stuff like that?
I had like a couple songs that were a bit more upbeat and like a bit like less serious than the other stuff I had put out. And like I'm thinking like, oh, I don't know, like if this fits in an album anywhere. And so I had like 3 or 4 songs that were all like kind of similar. And it's like kind of less serious tone, like lyrics wise and whatnot. And I just decided to kind of put them together. It ended up happening that way. I do like a lot of like Midwest emo. I grew up on that stuff. So just doing like trickling just a little bit of it.
So I guess building off that, you said you grew up a bit on Midwestern emo, but I feel like there's a lot of different influences in your music. There's also a bit of like pop rock, there's indie, there's a lot of folk. So I guess growing up, what type of music did you take inspiration from? And also what got you started in music in general?
What got me started in music was like I grew up in a town called Schaumburg, Ontario. It's like an hour and a bit north of Toronto. And there was like really not much music things happening, and this guy moved to town. His name was Steve, and my dad has a restaurant there. He went into my dad's restaurant. He was like, "Do you think like if I open up a music school, people would like take to this?" And my dad's like, "Yeah, my kids will be your first students for sure." And so I got like really into like blues through him and jazz. But then in high school, got into like American football and changed my world. And like Pinback and those kinds of bands. And I used to play in a lot of heavier bands and like more mathy bands. And then when COVID hit, it was like I didn't really know how to record. I was alone. I'm like, well, what can I do? I can do vocals and acoustic guitar. So I started off like that, and it was a lot more folk influenced. But I think, the way that things are going, they're getting a bit more like full arrangement wise, and it's getting a bit heavier naturally, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess then going back onto that folk inspiration, I think on your last project, there were a couple songs like, I forgot the name of it, but it was something with a G.
Good Gold.
Good Gold.
Yeah.
That one had a really nice like guitar kind of vibe to it. So when you're creating music, what's your process? Like, what do you go for first? Do you go instrumental? How do you build it, and what do you build it around?
Yeah, usually some kind of chord structure starts with that, and then I tried like with like the guitar leads and stuff. I always like try to think of it like what has like a nice melody before anything else, and then usually then the vocals come at like the very end. Usually that's how it goes. Yeah.
And then I guess your writing process for lyrics, how do you go about it? Do you just sit down all in one sitting and you do it all, or just kind of when it comes to you write it down?
Yeah, usually I'll do it in one sitting. I'll usually bring like a little journal everywhere, and I just like write random crap down, and then like I'll look to that for inspiration and kind of do that. And sometimes it like the lyrics they'll come out like in like half hour. Sometimes it'll be like the course over a couple of days, but I'll only do like one thing at a time kind of thing.
And so a lot of the tracks through the album, you have a couple that are purely instrumental. So when you're building your album, is there a specific is that clearly it's intentional, but is there a bigger purpose to just like having an instrumental track that's either at the start or like right in the middle or towards the end?
I mean, like on that EP, the instrumental tracks were there. Like that was like a nice like open and close to the album. Yeah, like even though the songs like weren't written all at once, like thematically they're all kind of intertwined a little bit. I wanted it to be like kind of one movement, and it just felt like, you know, a little 40-second instrumental thing into the next song, It like, yeah, like just wanted to kind of emphasize like the ebbs and flows of a lot of albums that I like.
And then there's one instrumental track that's not on any of the projects, but it's just, the title is really long. It's like the Des Moines.
Yeah.
And I guess, I don't know, there's a lot of songs out right now that like, they have really long titles and then they kind of blow up. So I guess that falls under it. What was the kind of reason for that song, the title as well? Like, what was the story there?
Yeah, that was, it was just like a little guitar part that I had written, and like my one friend Edward, he's like, that sounds really good, like you should put it out. I'm like, okay, I'll just release it the next day. And the title, because I wrote it when we were on tour in the US, and we were going through Des Moines, Iowa, it was like, and I got a speeding ticket there. I wasn't going that fast. I was pretty bummed out about it. And yeah, the name of the song was, what was it called? Other than getting a speeding ticket.
Yeah, there's nothing much to do in Des Moines. So,
yes, yeah. No slight against Iowa. I have friends in Iowa. But yeah, when we went back to the hotel room, I wrote it, and then that was it. I'm like, pretty on the nose, but whatever.
So then, with that tour in the U.S., like, were there a specific spot that you really love performing at? A specific venue that really, like, you really want to go back there, something like that?
I love Chicago. We had a lot of homies there. We played, our first show there was at this venue called Cole's Bar. The owner is really nice. We all did shots of Malort. It's like this really herbaceous like liqueur that is like apparently a Chicago thing. A lot of people hate it. I really like it. It's nice. Yeah, I like there. LA is really great. And I'm missing. Columbus is underrated, and Asheville, great city.
So then I guess going forward with whatever project you put out next, is there a specific spot that you didn't hit on your last tour that you would love to go to and play there?
Yeah, definitely like I would like to do the West Coast again. When we were there, it was fun. It was a good run. It's just so hard to get to, and it's like lots of driving. But I would love to do like that whole like Seattle, Portland, San Fran, LA run again. And a lot of friends there. It'd be nice to see them.
So I guess the next question is, what's next for his? What's upcoming? What should people be looking out for?
Yeah, I got these songs coming out, and then next year hopefully get some more music, maybe a full-length album. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah.
Hopefully. And then I guess the last question is, why should people listen to his?
Oh God, I don't know. Why should people listen to his? Oh gosh, you stumped me with that one. I don't know. Maybe like the way it sounds. Maybe it's. I don't know. You can record anything at home, and some people will listen to it. And that's kind of what I did. Record it to a Tascam, and maybe 5 people will listen to it. That's great. You know, do that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, and have a great show.
Thanks for having me.